Well, why not? I mean, if you're into that stuff, I don't judge. The important thing is you to enjoy yourself. I mean, I guess, and enjoy other guy in this situation as well. As long as you sunshines are happy. Love girls. Yeah, me too, man. Although sometimes I think it would have been way easier to just be gay. What do I have? Why do I have guys hitting up on me but not girls? And I assume you too. Yeah, I do think so. But I think as well sometimes. The same, I mean. More easy? Well, because, well, for the same reason as why you might think it's the same. Like, a guy asked you out. When was the last time girl asked you out? Although, for you, it might have been, recently as well. Yeah, still looking. She didn't like me. She said that I'm boring idiot. She said that I'm short. Yeah. She said that she only dates guys who are 2 meters tall at least. Yeah, short, small, and art sucks as well. She was like, "Yo, at least have at least 5K on Twitter, okay?" And then we're speaking. 2 meters. I mean, that's a lot, 2 meters. But at least 5,000 followers on Twitter is reachable. Not like will grow in height anytime soon. Yeah, you see, that's why it's easier to be gay. Guy would have never said that. Although, how do I know, actually? I have no idea how a relationship might go between two guys. Playing both sides and losing? Oh man. Just girl who wants money. Yeah, I didn't pay for her coffee, so that might have been it. She kind of understood right away that she's not getting anything from me, mainly because I don't have anything. I'm kidding, by the way. That was not how the dent went. I've never got rejected like that. Still, though, it's hard to find people who are willing to just hang out with you. And that makes you appreciate people that you have more. All right. Anyhow, what do you sometimes think of this piece so far? How's it turning out? I don't know about her, like this transition from her forehead to her hair. A little bit unsure on that. More volume for hairs? I think so. How is it going for you on your dates, Dimes? Do you have any dating stories? Any entertainment to bring to the table? Like, how did your last date go, for example? No matter when it was. What? Dude, what are you saying? You wouldn't want to go there, trust me. It's a shithole. Trust me, man, you wouldn't really want to go there. It is not cute there at all. You think it is, but it isn't. People are just angry in there. What will happen? It'll probably nothing, but you'll just be disappointed. People there are just very not welcoming, not friendly. You wait nothing? You think you do, but you would actually think that it would be an enjoyable adventure. How are you? All right. How are you keeping this kind of this thing going? Like without seeing each other, aren't you guys? I mean, Is it enough to really just text and talk over voice to kind of feel connected? For me, until I meet a person, it's nothing. I don't even take it seriously. What if you won't like her when you see her? Not a, I'm not talking about like Dasha specifically, by the way. More about just in general. I really don't understand the distant relationships. I just can't get behind the idea. No, I never did. I don't even understand the mechanics of it. Well, probably, yeah. In every case, difficult kind of relationship. I mean, if you don't get to have sex, I think it's way more difficult and no incentive. Three years, decent man. I mean, I guess you can combine decent relationship with a regular one. You can just find a girl on the side as well. Wait, do you do that already? Have you cracked the code? How would it be different? Like, even if you meet once in like a year, it's still nothing. I mean, for me, it's meeting at least a few times a week. How do you compare them to her if you've never met her? Just based on how she talks to you online, it can be very different to real life interaction. Physically? But you've never experienced her physically. How can you compare them? That is what I don't get, really. Videos? Oh, oh, getting interesting. If you're talking those type of videos, all right. Didn't know you guys into that. Still though, you kind of have to maybe using the right material, but you kind of have to entertain your on your own in this case as well, you know. But anyhow, sounds like it is a thing not for me. I don't want to kind of, be judgmental or anything. It just sounds like I wouldn't be able to do it. Maybe I've never had the right person for it. Like if you would ask me, like hypothetically, if I ever met a person who I'm really into, but they're like far away, I mean, I guess. Yo, Dimes, what do you think? I have a cool photo idea. Imagine doing a self-portrait pencil drawing in your sketchbook and then lifting it up and taking a photo in the same position, like your face next to your face drawn by you. Wouldn't that be a cool photo? Yo, hey sketch artist. How are you doing, sunshine? Yeah, I kind of have this idea of trying to improve at pencil sketching, just so I can, do stuff like that. You don't think I get my idea? So imagine a photo. Yeah, I'm a pretty new streamer. I've only been streaming for like a few months. Of like you next to your sketchbook where you hold your drawing of your self-portrait. Think about stuff like this. That would have been a cool photo, don't you think? Kind of a cool photo and also a flex of your art ability. want to do that. I wonder if I'll be able to do a good pencil portrait, pencil drawn portrait. Adding details. This is not even a lot of details yet. It's just only the beginning. I don't know. I guess it just like at the moment I'm trying to separate shadow from light and kind of explore some different shapes. But just in general, rendering improves over time, and the more you're familiar with the thing you're painting, the more details you'll be able to add to it. Oh, like clothing and all I add to the character. So the character itself is a World of Warcraft character. That's a commission. So I've been kind of given um, a certain look to it already. I wonder if I can find where are my references. So this is the character that I have to paint. You know, so kind of the design was figured out for me already. And the ornament on the back, I don't know, I just added it for. I felt like the character on its own would be just a bit too empty, a bit too boring. This Rococo ornament is really like an OP art thing. You can literally add it anywhere, it will look nice. You can render it as much as you want, or you can leave it pretty unrendered as well, and it will look good. Ornaments are really actually like cheats. You can use them to your advantage if you. I mean, it doesn't even take too long to kind of get familiar with them. Mm, thinking of it, I would define ornaments as just a very well designed pattern of shapes. And doesn't that sound good? Well designed pattern of shapes. That sounds like something that every painting would probably benefit from. Now that's a commission. I draw my OCs from time to time as well. I mean, my original characters are I don't know, people don't seem to like them, so I tend to just stick to painting my World of Warcraft characters more. They kind of became my OCs over time. I feel like I give them more personality than my actual original characters. Although one day I'll continue my original characters um, stories, I guess. The one that I really liked is just a kind of standard-looking girl, teenage girl with mechanical parts of her body. Her I'll really enjoy it. This is like a black and white stage. I usually don't do stuff like that. It's kind of my first time in years where I come back to black and white. Starting out a few years ago, I was only doing this. And I would say it was a good starting point for me. And then I just, tended to jump straight into colors. But I want to re-experience black and white like a bit more. Maybe I can work on my values and get a lot of improvement from there. Actually, yeah, speaking about values, I don't even like what I'm doing is I'm not really focusing on values as much. I think that's the kind of not a good thing. The whole point of this black and white stage is focusing on values excessively. Huh. Right, maybe we need to work on that. Let's darken something. Maybe experiment with something. So perhaps push this back so the face stands out more. Oh, it would be the opposite though. Alright, let's lighten it then. And let's lighten with color dodge. It's kind of way more reliable source of value adjustment. Perhaps the whole thing? No. Good shading is everything. Yeah, I would say, actually, no, I would a bit disagree. I agree with you, it's very important, but I think just good work with values and value composition. I'm kind of treating this black and white painting as a kind of separate piece. So even though I'm going to color it, I want the black and white thing to stand out on its own, to be really, really remarkable for its values. And how do we achieve that? How do we achieve that? Hmm. I think this can be darkened even. Maybe we have her head even getting a bit lost in this shape. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we can separate it from, like with the secondary light hitting her, the part of her head here, here. Not sure. I just know that I want to increase the contrast here. Or do I really? Hmm. This looks fine. Yeah, I don't really want that. Oh man. Okay. That's the good thing. We get to try. We get to try and maybe not accept a few iterations and, kind of get to enjoy the others. How long? Um, it'll be 3 years soon. I started at June 2020. What should I do for my 3 years art anniversary, by the way? Any suggestions? I was thinking of doing like a repainting of an old art, but I don't really have any arts from the actual beginning, from like 3 years ago. Maybe I can dig up something. Perhaps it doesn't have to be like the first drawing, because like my first drawings are literally they're of no use. There is nothing to repaint there. They are just practices. They're sleeping on my skills. Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you, thank you. I'm just constantly thinking of how to get better, especially lately. It's been on my mind constantly. It's like, am I actually, I know that I'm practicing, but am I actually actively improving? And, most of the time, I kind of don't. My latest thoughts on improving is just being very intentional. Like everything that you do, every drawing, well, perhaps not every brush stroke, that would be a bit too much, but just being intentional with stuff you do, with your approach. Like right now, how do I make the value just pop? How do I make it look lively? No color involved yet, just, the volume. What do I do? And, trying different stuff, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. I've also been on the path of improving my line art lately. That's been fun. I'm more of a painter, just kind of by my nature, I guess. Or just by a coincidence of me practicing. Trying to change that. But yeah, sketch artist, what are you up to? How's your arting going? Nice commission prices. Thanks. I have a close art friend who's charging literally twice my price. It's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Sunshine. Happy birthday. A good one. So, are you taking a break from art today, or what's your art journey been like? I'm trying not to take any days off, even like on my uh yeah, on my birthday I didn't take any time off. Actually, my last birthday was just the same as my usual day, so just arting and some video games. A pineapple cake? Ooh, that sounds delicious. I've had a cheesecake on my last birthday. Cheesecakes are my jam. I ate the whole thing by myself. You're planning on eating a whole pineapple cake by yourself? I mean, I hope so. That's admirable. How many hours per day? Ooh, I don't count nowadays. I used to have an hourglass um for like 60 minutes next to me, so I would literally count every single hour of me drawing. Uh, but I would say it's 4 to 9 hours on average. But definitely there are kind of phases that I go through where I know I draw for like more like 9 to 11 hours per day, and then there are some phases that are, tend to be shorter lately. But phases that I go for like only 4 to 6 hours, so like doing bare minimum. Usually it correlates to the art that I'm doing at the time. If I get a very difficult commission, I just tend to procrastinate on it. And if I do kind of my own art project or draw my characters, they really tend to go pretty fast and pretty fun for me. So I just tend to forget everything else and stop playing video games, stop doing anything, just do art. It can last for like weeks. That's great. Well, actually, this is all fun and stuff, but I need to get to another painting. This is just like the chillest thing for me to do. I need to finish this one. I draw 4 hours per day. I mean, that's also a good starting point. All right, how do I advance from here? Mm, let's just work on smaller details for now until I kind of come up with something interesting. I definitely think the floor needs some work. Yeah, the floor. Well, 4 hours per day is pretty solid, I'd say. I mean, if you don't take days off, it is pretty consistent. Like, I don't know how seriously you take it, but I don't know if it will be enough to make a living out of doing art, but it will definitely be enough for you to constantly improve. You're taking a few days off? Oh, oh, that's rough. Days off on weekends? Aren't weekends just days to push more? Mm, I don't know. I guess. I mean, you can probably make it. There are so many different ways to make a living out of doing art. I bet there are people who work way less than me and make a living out of it, but I don't know how they do. I kind of always feel like I'm not doing enough. Like with art, you can always do more. Always. You can literally work day and night. You can draw as soon as you wake up and as long as you're awake. Gotta be careful with it, though. Like, there is no limit, so be careful not to push yourself too hard and not to burn out. I think the way to do more art is just to have more fun with it. So if you're able to make it fun for yourself, you're good then. You'd probably be able to push for like those 10s, 11s hours per day. Also, don't forget that the value of those hours just diminish over time. It is how I find it, and like for my skill level, the first like 3 or 4 hours are just the most valuable. They are the hours where I'm able to do the most work, and the rest is kind of meh. It's like at some point it doesn't really matter if you push more or or don't. No wonder I still suck, man. That's how I feel all the time. you know, Played for a few hours of a video game at night, and yeah, no wonder I still suck because people I'm competing against are drawing all this time. Like, what am I doing playing video games? But I also feel like it's not a healthy approach. I mean, getting good at art is fine and all that, but I think you also gotta live your life. Video game helps me relax. Yeah, same. But what if you can do art and get relaxed from that? There are always um those questions you keep asking yourself, and where is the stopping point? For me, I'm still trying to find this balance of how to do stuff. I was clearly taking it a bit easier past a couple months, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to get on the grind again. Like at least 8 hours per day, at least. I'm just not getting my commissions done on time. It's embarrassing. Forget the improving part. Let's get the work done. What a bit concerns me is I think like is her pose out of perspective? I feel like not. Perhaps we should kind of shrink her down a bit. Yeah, I think this is better. Oh no, the yo ex villain. Thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you. This is better. Yeah, I like her being shrink down a bit. It just seemed too tall for this environment. Also, what I want to do is maybe um to slim down her legs a bit. Oop, the fake one. I need to fake the to fix the fake announcement. It gets me excited for no reason. Maybe they don't hear me, so I gotta think them manually. Here comes the rendering. Different colors. I kind of have the idea in mind for this. Like literally this blue light. It's not really light. It's there is no light source for this deep blue color. I just kind of think of it as I don't know, just the glow to kind of emphasize the volume and deepest shadows, I guess. There's no logical reason for this to exist in this piece, but I just like the way it looks. Maybe I overdid it on the crossbow though. This might be the case. And also the arm. I don't really like the position of the arm. Perhaps the an army on it. So as you can see, I'm kind of working in very shadow, like very dark areas. I don't really feel obligated to do much details there, but still, like some certain stuff I really want to flesh out, like her hand and some parts of this crossbow, just for the sake of it, just for the sake of having some details there. I think you can literally block the most part of it in black. It would have been fine. Maybe I should even do that actually. Be right back. Um, Yo, Galantian Sunshine, I appreciate if you spoke English. Frog, alright. Sounds like an insult. Let me look up a crossbow reference. What am I even doing here? I thought I would be able to come up with something on my own. Ooh, actually. Yo, Diane, hey. Hey, man. You've missed all this fun stuff with the line art and the black and white. It's hard work now with this commission. Well, although pretty sure I'm going to be able to find something fun in this. It's only 9 a.m. Adding color is the most relaxing part? Yo, dude. For real? For me, I mean, adding color is definitely fun. You get to experiment with it a lot, but it is definitely you're not only managing the color, you're managing the whole thing at once. Shapes, lighting, brightness, color, emote commissions. Oh, I've never done those. I don't even spend time doing my own emotes. Huh? What are you on about? TikTok reference? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I'm too old for that. I've never even been on TikTok once. I haven't had the app installed, or I don't know if they even have the web version for it. I assume they do. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, I'm not huge into TikTok. No, I'm just yeah, I don't know. Not a huge fan of the idea. I don't like being not intentional with the content I consume, and it feels to me like the shorter the video is, like the more you'd be forced to kind of the more you're forced for it to be fed to you, if it makes sense. People seem to enjoy it though. That's nice. It's very time consuming. Yeah, I can imagine. And also like time consuming for like not I think there is a difference if you like spend your time doing something intentional for like a very long time, and you can even tell that it is time consuming as well. But if you end up kind of finishing something, I think to me it's meaningful. But you know, just consuming a lot of small things um, is just not something appealing to me. I would rather just play a video game for like half of a day than spending it on TikTok. Yeah, Diane, how's your animation thing going? You're finishing it? You're being productive? It has been like how long you said? Over a year? It's picking up pace. Will you be able to share it once it's done? Or is it like a secret project with 10 separate NDAs signed? Yeah, if you don't mind sharing, like on my Discord, for example, I'm pretty curious to what you're up to. How does a year-long animation project look like? I don't like her arm. How do I? I just think it's, yeah, definitely it's too far from her body. Hmm. She also just holds it so awkwardly. Would you really even hold it like this? Mhm. Oh, let's see. Oh, wait, hello? That's crazy though. Oh, it's more of a, like an motion graphic thing, I guess. But what is the first one made in 3D? Yeah, man, those look crazy. Those are very good. Part 3D to get the motion. It reminded me of I don't know if you've ever seen the World of Warcraft shorts. They do like I don't know how to describe it. Basically, it's almost like 2D illustrations, but with a bit of movement to them. It looks like they are with a bit of movement to them. That I believe it's actually a lot of work and not only the illustrations themselves.